what do you know? It's 2018. Well, what do you know? It's the end of 2018, which means I get to talk about my favorite movies that I saw all year. I saw a lot of movies this year, and there are some that I'm pretty excited to talk about. Now, granted, keep in mind, I did not see every single movie that came out this year, and whatever on this list is not going to line up with anyone else's list ever. There are going to be some movies that may surprise you that are actually on the list. There are some movies that I'm surprised are on the list. I know the title of this video says Top 10 Best Movies of 2018, but I'm actually going to talk about my personal top 11 movies of 2018. One, because 11 is my favorite number, which really, I just thought of that right now. It has nothing to do with it. But mainly because I was sad that it got pushed off the list, but I still wanted to talk about it. So I'm just going to do a top 11. These aren't going to be reviews, and some might have a better letter grade than others, but this is just how much I loved them while watching, how they held up over time for me, and replay factor is kind of a little bit. It's mainly just how much I loved them while watching them. I'm not putting into, oh, these are the best made films, everyone should have this as their order. No, this is just my opinion again. So let's get into the list with number 11. So starting off this list is one that no one saw. I saw it at a free screening way back in March. That's Thoroughbreds. I freaking loved this movie. It's so weird. Anya Taylor-Joy, whatever the hell her name is, and Olivia Cooke, they give great performances. And Anton Yelchin in his last film, rest in peace, buddy. Great performance. The chemistry was awesome. There are weird sound effects and the dialogue is very sharp. I was so sad that this movie got pushed off the list, but I still wanted to talk about it, so that's why I did the top 11. So next at number 10 is You Were Never Really Here. Joaquin Phoenix is just, wow. I mean, this movie was really intense, very, very intense. It was also very short, but it packed one hell of a punch. My favorite part of this movie was uncovering Joaquin's character's past, because every now and then he would have these very quick microscopic flashbacks to very impactful moments of his life that make him the depressing character he is, and that was really fun to discover. And the ending really blew my mind. Get it? So number 9 was one of my favorite movies, but slowly went down the list, but it's still on here. That's Hereditary. Hereditary is freaking awesome. It's so intense. This modern horror movie that it's like horror and thriller, but horror with thriller aspects or a thriller with horror aspects. I don't know. It's awesome. The suspense is great. There are no jump scares. The acting is amazing. It really went in directions that I did not expect. I've seen it a couple times now, and it gets just a little better every time I see it, but that's my number 9 pick. So coming in at number 8 is easily the most fun movie of the entire year, and that's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I already have a review of this on my channel, and I mean, yeah, it's awesome. Kingpin sucks. He keeps it from being a perfect masterpiece of a movie, but it's so fun. The animation is great. Voice acting is great. Everything about it is awesome. Just Kingpin. Okay, number 7 is, I think, the most heartfelt movie. Wait, what? Is the most feel-good movie of the year, and that's Green Book. I came out of this very happy. It made me feel so good. I was having a really stressful week at school, and I was like, I just want to see this movie. I don't really think it looks that good, but I think I'll enjoy a lot of it, and I came out of it blown away. This movie surprised me on so many levels. Viggo and Mahershala should win Oscars for their roles, for their performances. They're absolutely amazing. Their chemistry was awesome. The dialogue was phenomenal. I think it should win original screenplay or whatever category it's in. I don't remember. It's a very relevant movie. It's has a lot of very good social commentary. It's amazing. Number 6. Okay, if I thought Green Book surprised me, this one definitely surprised me. I thought this looked like the dumbest freaking movie ever, but I got a free screening of it, so I was like, well, I don't really want to spend money on this, so I might as well see it, and I just freaking loved it. That's Assassination Nation. This movie is freaking crazy. 4 badass chicks shooting up the town. It's more than that. But I mean, honestly, that's all I really have to say about it. It has relevant topics like technology is ruining us and whatever. It's freaking crazy. The ending is a little, but I mean, it's super fun and stylish, and yeah, this movie surprised me a lot. So number 5, okay, there were lots of surprises on the list because I thought it'd be good, but I didn't know I'd like it this much, and that was Can You Ever Forgive Me? Melissa McCarthy gives her best performance ever. I mean, come on, honestly. She will get nominated. I don't think she's going to win, but she easily deserves a nomination. Her chemistry between Richard E. Grant was amazing. I thought the dialogue was awesome. I found it very intense. I mean, she freaking forged signatures and was like ripping people off for money, but I was like rooting for her, I guess. I don't know. It's just, what? The movie was great, and I loved it. Okay, we're nearing the end of the list. Number 4. I think I'm one of the only people who like this again, but that's Hotel Artemis. I loved it. I'm saying this about every movie, but honestly, I loved a lot of the movies that are on this list. Hotel Artemis, I thoroughly dug all the characters. Every character was so different from one another, and I thought they played off each other very nicely. The violence was awesome. The dialogue was very sharp and very smart. Jodie Foster gives a great performance. The hotel was awesome. The setting was awesome. The ending made us ask a lot of questions, but I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. If they make a sequel, which they probably won't because no one liked this movie, but if they make a sequel, I will be there day one. Alright, making the top 3 of this list is Overlord. This movie is just crazy. J.J. Abrams did not direct it, to many dismay, but Julius Avery came out with a great directorial debut. The violence is just what I look for when it comes to violence in movies. The setting is awesome. Sure, it's not the most original movie ever, but it's so fun. It's epic, bloody, gushy, freaking popcorn night movie. This movie is awesome. The only thing I wish is that the characters were a little bit more fleshed out, but they gave me just enough to where I still cared about them very much. So number 2 is one that I never thought would make any list ever, and that's Avengers Infinity War. What the Russo brothers did for the MCU is just unbelievable. The fact that they were able to take all these superheroes from every movie ever and make them work off each other and have them all fit and have their own place, well, they freaking accomplished it, and it worked so well. The Russo brothers, man, they directed the hell out of this movie, and it's so good. It's so good. The action is amazing. Thanos is a great villain. Is Endgame gonna take away everything that Infinity War did? Probably, but you still cannot deny how freaking awesome this movie is and what it did for such an amazing franchise. So now, number 1, my favorite movie of 2018 was one that I didn't expect to be this high, but I didn't expect to beat Infinity War, but every time I thought about it, it just kept creeping up there. That's Isle of Dogs. I freaking love Isle of Dogs. Wes Anderson is such an amazing director, and the fact that he came out with this animated movie that connected with me so much is just incredible. I cared about all the characters. These dogs are so fleshed out, and they work off each other very well. The voice cast is amazing. Not all of it is even in English, and there's no subtitles, but I was like, dude, I don't care. I get what's happening. The art direction is so awesome. All of Wes's styles and framework is in this movie, just like it should be, and it's just incredible. I think it's one of the most fun movies to watch, probably the most rewatchable on the list, and just wow, I loved this movie so much. So yeah, that's my list for my favorite movies of 2018. I'm going to see a lot more movies next year in 2019. I'm going to make a video very soon about my most anticipated movies of 2019, so be sure to look out for that. Put your top 10 list, or 11, whatever, top 20, whatever, favorite list in the comments below, so we can talk about it. I love looking at people's lists and talking about movies. Movies are my favorite thing ever. I hope you had an amazing 2018, and here's to an even better 2019 next year. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.
To the north, a long rickety causeway over a noxious sludge marsh leading to a radioactive landfill polluted by toxic chemical garbage. That's our destination.
Great.
Get ready to jump.